Yeah, she basically says it's a very small group of people with loud megaphones.
That's not.
All right, we're going live. Whee! Greetings, people of Earth! This is The Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared, along with
DJ.
and
Scungy.
All right, guys, how are we doing tonight? We're live at Go For Games right now out here in Metairie, Louisiana.
Pronounced Metairie.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay,
Yeah.
well, good to know. Right here off of Transcontinental and West Napoleon in the little West Napoleon shopping mall.
We're in the big room.
We are. We got the big kid room. But, dude, the room we were in last month or 3 weeks ago, dude, it is awesome. They're remodeling the heck out of it. They even put sound paneling on one of the walls.
The door is an actual shelf. It's like a hidden room.
It's a hidden room.
I thought that was
with a
just there
bookcase.
to like just to make it like just for construction. No, but that's
No.
actually part of the door.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's going to be a bookshelf, and so they're going to set it up in there with all kinds of like audio-visual stuff, so you can stream and do other things in there.
So they're making the Go For Batcave.
Kind of,
Yeah.
yeah. What was the other one going to be, Scungy?
That's going to be a cyberpunk room.
Ooh,
Whoa.
talk about that one.
Yeah. I mean, he said it's going to have like a bar. They're going to have all kinds of cool things. They're just
A bar?
Yeah, he said bar. He
But not
said
like,
bar.
not
I don't
like a
think it's
booze
like,
bar.
I don't think it's
yeah,
like a booze bar.
No.
You know.
That would,
But yeah, it's going to look
I don't think he's
really
got that
cool.
license.
That one's got like a recessed door and whatnot, so that sliding door. So that's going to be really cool.
Fancy.
nice.
You know, they're going to work on that one once they're done with the study, as they call
Good
it.
Lord, man. So yeah, Go For Games is growing by leaps and bounds. We just wrapped up our Monster Squad game.
Yeah, the not Frankenstein's monster kind of went on a little rampage there at the end.
Well, you know, he was doing so well,
He
being
was.
well behaved, and then it just was a comedy of errors. He
Yes.
walked into what reminded him of his birthplace, and then a guy walks in with a lab coat. Next thing you know, you guys turns his head into a grape. It was
Yes.
good time was had by all. The werewolf peed on everybody. It was a good time. It was a good time.
It was a good time.
So, all right. So tonight's show, we're gonna probably have a couple of guests. I just got to figure all that stuff out. But there was a lot of news. So you know what? Let's just jump right into top nerd news. All right, give me a K. Give me
K.
another K. What's that spell? KK.
KK.
Kathleen Kennedy.
Kathleen.
Kathleen Kennedy. We'll just start off with Kathleen Kennedy because that is the big news.
Na. Hey. Goodbye.
So
Bye.
it's interesting because we were discussing it before the show where we were double checking our sources because look, I am not a journalist by any stretch of any imagination, but I do strive to at least be
Journalistic integrity.
well read. I hate coming to air with a bunch of BS, especially because like Cosmic Book News. The guy's name is Vic Nair. Like Air
like
McNair or McNair. His name is McNair. And I remember reaching out to him back when I had my sports show. And he goes, "Do you mean the football player?" I was like, "No, I actually wanted to talk to you." And that was before I really started realizing that the dude is just like, he's a troll cellar dweller who just pretty much hates everything and anybody related to Star Wars. And if they have female body parts, he doubles down on his hatred.
Yeah. So what was the article called that Kathleen Kennedy is leaving Star Wars? But what was his article called again?
I'll pull it up.
Something just like Kathleen Kennedy hates the Star Wars fans and that she's saying that all of you are a bunch of
Yeah,
terrible people who just hate everything that comes out.
And they were reading into her exit interview, not quoting it.
Yeah,
and
he said, Kathleen Kennedy blames fans, misogynist bots for Star Wars backlash.
Yeah,
This
so
is what
that is
and-
a very misleading
Oh my
headline.
God, it was so. I mean, there was nothing in the interview. Look, like the woman or not or whatnot, I'm not the biggest fan of her. I think
No,
she made
not
a
at
Yeah,
all.
her
lot of
decision
bad
makings
mistakes.
creatively have not been great. Yeah.
But in her exit, there was nothing in it that made me think that she was in any way, shape, or form. Her exit interview was very political.
Yeah.
It was very. There were a couple of things in there that said, "Oh, it was basically like a very low majority of people were against it."
Yeah, a vocal minority.
Minority,
You hear
yeah.
that a lot, the vocal minority.
There's a few people with big megaphones. All is it.
Right, and so we've heard that a lot.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it boils down to everything went to crap in a handbasket with her at the helm. So there's no debating that she was making these decisions. And a lot of these shows that she gave creativity to and let them do whatever they want. That's just bad decision making on her part because she was like, "Oh, I like your wild enthusiasm. Knock yourself out." Well, you can't give somebody carte blanche in a universe that is so heavily scrutinized by the fan base. You need to know that going in, that whatever you produce will be dissected and vivisected and every other sector you can think of.
So it's a perfect example with the sequel trilogy. All right, that is 3 movies that you can honestly tell there was no overall direction of where that trilogy was supposed to go. Now, if you look
Boba Fett.
when you look at when Kathleen Kennedy was in charge of the Star Wars, when you look at Kevin Feige, he's in charge of Marvel. He has an idea. This is where we're going. This is what we're doing. We have an end game. We have an end goal. You're going to do this. This has to tie into this. Kathleen Kennedy was like, I like that. Go ahead and play.
Yeah.
Not thinking about what the repercussions are going to be for an overall story, which it's the Star Wars universe. Everything is going to go back to it one way or another.
Right.
Well, and like Filoni and them, they screwed up with Book of Boba Fett. They're not blameless on that because they were all excited about it, but then they're like, crap, what do we do with this?
Right.
And they really, it was fan service, and I think they went overboard with fan service, and then it just lazy writing, somehow Emperor Palpatine's returned, just some of that foolishness. But I mean, like the whole Exegol thing, I mean, just like there were people there, I had no idea because they didn't put any of that crap in the movie.
Yeah.
And look, I think this feeds into a larger argument that I have with a lot of these internet news services where even comic book news, which is, or CBR, comic book resources, they're fairly reliable. They're a fair and even kind of thing, but they still need clickbait, and they keep putting out that Ahsoka season 2 is plagued with budgetary cuts and stuff. They cut out a background actor who was one of the mothers on that planet that helped Thrawn, like they cast the spell or whatever.
Yeah.
So they cut her out. It's like, okay.
It happens all the time.
Yeah, it's like
The normal
because
occurrence.
she wanted to get paid to fly out to somewhere, and they're just like, hey, you know what? We're not going to do that expense, It's easy to just write you out because they weren't huge cast. It's not like they said, hey, you know what? All right, we're just going to go ahead and get rid of, your boy, that Kanan, the kid, the guy.
Ezra.
Ezra.
Yeah, we're going to get rid of him. Yeah.
Ezra, I mean, come on, dude. So those are the things that I really dislike, and I think that sometimes when we do the show, it's just like, I really hate it when you get all this false information out of it, and then it's those stupid ass headlines, man.
Yeah.
It's clickbait for one, and number 2, it's so hard nowadays to try to track down what is real and what is not real when it comes to it. I mean, even reputable news sources that you're used
Reputable.
ones that you're used to, that you read all the time, they still mess up. Will post something that it wasn't true, or it wasn't The
It's
actual
exaggerated.
Exaggerated.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so let's knock out our first break. When we come back, we'll continue this discussion. Because, I mean, there are some things that she said.
Yeah.
One of them she brought up was Indiana Jones. I don't want to
Indiana
talk about
Jones,
that.
AI and the future of Star Wars.
Yeah, and then actually, something else I wanted to bring up. Have either of y'all watched Tron Ares?
No,
I watched it. It was good. I enjoyed it. You know, Jared Leto did not ruin the movie.
Okay.
And they had an Easter egg, like teaser at the end. But because the movie didn't do so well,
we don't know how well that's going to happen.
yeah, it's not going to happen. I can tell you that. But we'll talk about all that on the other side. This is the Week in Geek live from Go4 Games. If you're in the neighborhood, just come on by and say hi. This is the Week in Geek on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
How much time do we have?
You can't click play first?
What?
You can't just click play first?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Oh,
but I had to turn the mics off
You have to
first.
turn the mic off first?
Yeah.
I got you.
I mean, I mute them here, but
Yeah. Next time we're talking, can you pull up the OBS and watch the audio? Just watch that whenever. Maybe turn down a little bit.
what, this?
Yeah. Also, wait. Yeah, they can hear us over
Oh, can
the
they?
break. Yeah.
Well, good. Hey, what? You guys didn't like the electric scooter gang in the Book of Boba Fett?
Yeah, I don't know why.
What's, somebody said they're not seeing it.
Well, they can hear.
What, can you hear it?
Well, look. Based on that, they can hear us.
Yeah, but see, our mics, so this is
This is
that
different
going
than
through that. I got our mics muted, so they're not hearing us. I can guarantee you
Well,
that.
through the stream.
No, I know, but those mics are muted. Our mics are muted.
Well, like, watch.
He's asking.
Yep.
Let's just picking this one up. What is
Maybe it is picking up that one. Go to
audio?
and go to desktop or go to
Desktop
go to mic
disabled.
audio one.
Mic
The
audio
third
one. Wait, what?
Click that, yeah, click that exactly, and then go to Roadcaster. And now close it out. Or press apply, sorry.
Oh, apply.
Is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're gonna be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code OIL25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and details.
Everyone listen! No one quits! This is Casper Van Dien, Johnny Rico from Starship Troopers, and you're listening to the Week in Geek radio show! Come on, you apes! You want to live forever? Kill 'em all! You know what to do! Service guarantees citizenship!
Welcome back in to the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host D Squared along with
DJ
and
Scungy.
And we are live over here at Go 4 Games. We're in the big boy room. Dean's sitting in the big boy chair over there. Right, with the owl bear that he slaughtered, apparently, with its head above him. So, there you go. Well, hello there. That's the guy who does the hello there. Yes. All right, so Kathleen Kennedy, she also brought up, just to bring everybody up to speed, we are streaming live on our Facebook page, the Week in Geek Radio Show. You can also watch us on the Twitch stream. What's the Twitch stream?
So our Twitch stream is twig_radio. Remember the little underscore. And then we're also live on our YouTube channel at Twig Radio.
Ah, there you go. So, yeah, we're streaming there. And so let me go check out the comments. All right, let's see. Okay, yeah, so Don Cooper was saying that, you were right, DJ. They were hearing us over. We're still trying to figure stuff out here. We did the Monster Squad game.
Yes.
And so we had the settings set up different.
And my laptop went kaput, so we had to put it on yours.
Yeah,
so
you know.
figuring stuff out. It'll work out.
Yeah, whatever. But a fan of the show, super fan, Eric Ballard and Xavier and his wife, he's like, he asked us, what, you didn't like the electric scooter gang in Book of Boba Fett?
You mean the Power Rangers?
And then he goes, Duck's phone thrown by D. Yeah, he knows me well.
He does.
But also, though, so he and his wife and Xavier watched Starfleet Academy. Now, we'll get to that. You and I both watched it. We'll get to that later on in the show. But, yeah, so Carl just said he fell asleep 3 times trying to watch it. He's as bad as me.
Yeah.
He's as bad as me. Just falls
that's
asleep.
possible?
He might be narcoleptic. I don't know. I didn't fall asleep until the second episode started. Then I was like, all right, I had to get ready for the game though. All right, going back to Kathleen Kennedy, she stepped down and so
Officially this time.
Yes, officially. It's not clickbait this time. So Filoni and
what's her name? Somebody else. I just had the name up.
They're co-presidents, I guess, of Star Wars.
I mean, look, Filoni, I mean, he's got so many other things going on right now. When you put too much stuff on people, this is when you get, because clearly Kathleen Kennedy should not be allowed to delegate.
I think he'll be good as an executive producer. As like if he's the guy that should be like the Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
The one that like maybe doesn't actually control but he has his hands in everything
he should be guiding it, shepherding it along, as opposed and letting it avoid potholes and pitfalls.
I'm not sure if she's recommending 2 people here, both Dave Filoni and also somebody else, Lin-Win Brennan. She's running the business alongside Kathleen. She comes out of ILM from 16 years as the general manager and then transitioned into being the general manager for Lucasfilm. So apparently she's got some credit behind her. I don't think I haven't seen anything creative from her I have from Filoni, obviously.
So one of the things that she brought up as she was walking out the door, though, too, was like Indiana Jones and how apparently the door is not shut completely on Indiana Jones.
Harrison Ford still loves it, doesn't he?
It's his favorite character because his saying about it was he's just a normal guy.
Yeah.
That extraordinary stuff happens to, but himself, he's not a superhero.
Right.
He's just a dude.
Yeah, but it belongs in a museum.
Yeah.
So do you, Dr. Jones.
So do you, Harrison Ford, getting up there.
Well, I mean, so the thing is that the Dial of Destiny, I mean, it wasn't a bad. Oh, no, that was the game. The game was Dial of Destiny. What was the?
No, the Dial of Destiny. The Great Circle is the game.
Oh, the Great Circle is the game. So Dial of Destiny.
Dial of Destiny. It wasn't bad.
It wasn't great either. It was a movie.
It was.
It happened, and like I watched it. It was kind of cool. I mean, you could tell there was like some CGI and stuff because I mean he's too old to be doing all the stuff you saw. And there's only. But here's the thing. There's only so far you can suspend disbelief on some of these things. Yeah. And he is so old looking now. And as much as I'm not trying to poo-poo on Harrison Ford. I love the guy.
Yeah.
And I appreciate how much of a fan he is. But, I mean, the thing is, it's like it didn't do well either. And you can't just blame the acting, the directors, the budget, what have you. It's just that there was no interest in it anymore.
No. Yeah.
People don't really care about that era as much anymore. They're into different things. And I mean, look, we are the old people now.
I
and
agree.
there are things that, like my 20-year-old here could give 2 rats' asses about, and my 12-year-old could really give like 5 rats' asses. It's like, whatever. I don't care what you guys are
The
talking
best
about.
Indiana Jones movie that's come out since The Last Crusade
None.
was The Mummy.
Solid.
But I'm serious. It
Good
was
burn.
like that.
Good burn.
But that is the best Indiana Jones movie. And if they would have kept along with that, I think Indiana Jones, look, he needs to hang it up and just continue it with somebody else.
Yeah.
Just like, they
Yeah.
tried to do it with Shia LaBeouf with the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
was,
Yeah.
he.
But I mean, you've got so many actors out there
I mean,
now
they
that
killed
could
his
play
character off screen.
yeah, that's how bad it was.
Yeah.
I mean, you have so many actors that could play that part very well.
Yeah.
And that you could just bring into the universe, and you don't even have to be, his son or his nephew or something like that. It could just be like, hey, I'm taking over for Dr. Jones. My name is San Francisco Dan.
We named the dog San
San
Francisco. All right, so moving on. What?
I did have something else to say.
Okay,
She heavily brought up the image of AI in Star Wars, and she compared it to Jurassic Park and all the visual effects that was used in that, and comparing how AI is the new boom in technology, how VFX was in Jurassic Park. And I personally have to say that I don't think that's going to fly. I think that she's completely wrong on that, just based off the backlash of the term AI in general.
Well, all right. So, and look, here's a fun fact. At iHeart, if you listen to our stations, any of our stations now, our tagline in all our legal IDs is guaranteed human. And I was sitting in on one of our national calls, and they did, we always spend money on testing and focus groups and all this stuff. The term AI is one of the few terms in history that has seen such a catastrophic fall in over 1 year's time.
Yeah.
Because it was at like a 87% approval rate like over a year ago. Then a year passes, and now it's sitting at like a 30%.
And
People universally pretty much despise AI, and it because I mean it's not there yet. It's just not there yet.
It's not there yet. B, I think people want to do the jobs of people.
Yeah.
And C, also, I mean, the environmental concerns as well are starting to stack up and starting to be more prevalent in people's news feeds. And I think just the more and more, it's just a list that keeps piling up and piling up.
It hasn't popped up into my news feed because I've been using
that's
AI like a champ because I've been creating songs off of Suno all
And that's
week,
what I'm saying. I think it's slowly starting to spread out more information about it, and it's eventually getting to you through people like me, myself, And I think it's getting up there. And that's what I'm saying. Not everybody, people are more.
I love AI. It's guaranteed not human.
I use AI for stuff like emails and whatnot like that.
What? You don't know how to write?
Well, to make it like, look, how do I
sound professional?
How do I make this sound like I don't loathe the person I'm sending it to?
And I think the line
as per our last email.
The line between that and Star Wars is very, very clear in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think there's a definitely creative line between that. I don't want AI lightsaber battles.
Well,
I think I'd rather AI tell me my grammar mistakes.
And that's the thing. You're going to have all kinds of like you mentioned Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I look at Jurassic Park and I don't see visual effects. I see dinosaurs.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I see dinosaurs.
But if
I look at Star Wars and I see visual effects.
That's what I'm saying, and I think if they use AI in Star Wars, I think you're not going to see visual effects. That's going to be like, oh, I just see AI, because it's before the film comes out, before whatever media comes out that use the AI, there are going to be stories about how they use the AI and that AI was used, and that's. All it's going to do is cause negative backlash. Yeah. That's all it's going to do. But
we've seen the return of practical effects
so
much, so that it's just like and
thank you, Guillermo del Toro.
The positive response to that, where people are actually going out and seeing the movie and voting with their wallets, I guess you could say.
Right.
Because dang man, it's just
what they should
so much better.
They have like visual effects Oscars. They need to have a practical effects Oscar.
That's what people are rooting for recently for the past couple years.
I don't know how many times it's like, oh, look, this visual effects and everything. It's like, okay, and I understand it takes a lot of work to do it on a computer, but you're going to tell me that guy who does something on a computer is harder than the dude who's building a set?
Yeah, that was the big I guess voice for that was right after Godzilla -1. Whenever that one won the visual effects, like we should have 2 separate categories for this because this is like in its own kind of league above computer VFX.
Yeah.
So I actually agree with that take.
All right, and finally, before we hit our break, oh shoot, we got to hit our break. But the Tron thing, like they put a little Easter egg at the end, and it's Tron. I have to put in that same basket as Indiana Jones because the thing is, it's not there anymore. Nobody really cares. And while I enjoyed seeing the light cycles, they even did the throwback, and he goes, a classic. And it was basically from Tron 1. He gets in a light cycle, and it looks like, a Yugo car, which is what it looked like back then.
I'm still amazed they made Aris after how bad Legacy did.
I think
Legacy had a cult following after for a while, so maybe
it
was
had one of the best soundtracks of a movie.
I mean, shoot.
And look, the 9 Inch Nails thing, I hardly noticed it except once or twice where they turned up the 9 Inch Nails, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that's clearly 9 Inch Nails, but none of it was a toe-tapping, catchy little ditty that makes me go,
it's
Reznor
a movie
still
score.
got it, baby.
I mean, Daft Punk didn't even. The only memorable song from the Daft Punk one was Derez, and that was like an actual commercial song that was used.
Funny tidbit of information: Trent Reznor has more Oscars than Martin Scorsese.
What?
That's one of the facts ever. I did not know that.
Yeah,
That's insane. I thought that was, don't make that our outro, please.
Please don't. Great. I hit the wrong button. I love it. Okay, so let's get out of here, take our first break. When we come back, what do we got?
Dude, we got PlayStation, we got Lara Croft, we got
Lara Croft. Wait.
We got Starfleet Academy.
Starfleet Academy.
We got to do Starfleet Academy when we come back. All right, this is the Week in Geek with D Squared, live from Go For Games on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
News Talk 99.5 WRNO comes from the Mortgage Gumbo Studios.
Your locally trusted home loan lender, MortgageGumbo.com.
Serving the Louisiana hobby and games community for over 12 years, Go For Games has prided itself on offering the very best in personalized customer service, unique experience-based events, and premium amenities for our Go For Academy members, such as after-hours private gaming space, full immersion RPG room, rotating board game library, and coming soon a video game arcade. So join the Go For community at 4953 West Napoleon Avenue. For more info, go to goforgamesnola.com or the Go For Discord. Go For Games, where you got game.
Welcome back into the...
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from Nits and the Ad Council.
Get ready to unleash your potential at CrossFit Grigri. Are you tired of ordinary gyms? Say hello to extraordinary results. At CrossFit Grigri, we're not just a gym, we're a family. Join our community of passionate individuals who seek to better themselves, help those around them, and find enjoyment in doing both. Experience personalized training, expert coaching, and a supportive environment that fuels your fitness journey. Learn more at CrossFitGrigri.com or follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook. CrossFit Grigri, where the potions in the programming and the magic's in the community.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
This is Jim.
Hello.
Jim started advertising with iHeartRadio way back in April. And now...
I have customers out the door!
And this is Sarah.
Hi.
She started putting a portion of her marketing dollars in podcasting back in June.
Business is booming. That's why I'm working on a Saturday.
Fun, man.
Want to be like Jim and Sarah? It's easy. All you have to do is own or manage a business and reach out to iHeart. Get started today at 844-844-iHeart or iHeartAdvertising.com.
Are you on track to meet your retirement goals?
Welcome back
Wealth
in.
Builders can help. We discuss the latest financial news and provide listeners with the tools they need to make informed financial decisions. Tune in every Sunday at 11 a.m. on News Talk 99.5.
You guys just didn't want it bad enough. That should have been an easy win. What were you doing out there? You gotta hustle. You could have made that play if you'd been open.
On the car ride home after the game, when you think you're helping by telling me what I did wrong and what I need to work on, all I hear is that I'm not good enough, that I'm supposed to be perfect, that it's not okay to lose. On the car ride home, all I need to hear is how much you love me and enjoy watching me play. That my worth isn't determined by my performance. That even on my worst day, I am worthy. That you see me learning, growing, and doing my best. And that is enough.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Washington Secondary School Athletic Administrators Association.
Yeah, this is Sam J. Jones /Borden, and you are listening to The Week in Geek. You better be listening. I will hunt you down, and I will find you.
Welcome back in to The Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D-Squared, along with
DJ
and
Skunji.
All right, I need this thing to stop. Yay, good, I know, right? Yay, and the crowd rejoices. All right, I haven't checked OBS. I haven't seen our comments. All right, okay. I remember when Disney was considering suing South Park over their episode about Kathleen Kennedy.
Jesus.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, I mean, that's one thing. Disney is Sue happy.
Yeah. Don't mess with the mouse, dude.
Well,
Don't mess with the mouse.
Whatever. It's a piece
See you
of
at
paper.
Disneyland. Bring money.
All right. So what else did we have that we needed to jump on?
Star Trek.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
I only watched the first episode.
I only watched the first episode as well. I ran out of time. But look, honestly, I liked it. Even Dean, who's not a Star Trek guy, that opening sequence was actually pretty good. It pulled me in. I was like, all right, this is good. I mean, it wasn't as cheesy as I was expecting. Now, it got a little cheesier towards the end of the first one, but I mean, look, Paul Giamatti. I just love Paul Giamatti.
Oh my God, that he stole.
I mean, yeah,
he absolutely stole that episode.
And look, Holly Hunter too is funny when she plops in her captain's chair, and then
she's not sitting in it; she's lounging in a chair.
right, and then she's got like her legs curled up in it because she's such a tiny little.
I'm expecting her to have like a cup of warm cocoa or coffee, or sitting there, or tea, and just.
Well, I mean, she's got a book, so
yeah.
You can only, it's one or the other. You can only have one prop. So they that appears to be their big shtick because they brought it up twice in the episode about how even the weird Klingon hybrid with the gray ones from Deep Space DS9.
The Jem'Hadar?
The Jem'Hadar, yeah. So it's a Jem'Hadar Klingon.
Which is the first time I think I've actually ever seen a Jem'Hadar since DS9.
Yeah, but it's not a full Jem'Hadar.
Yeah.
It's a Jem'Hadar Klingon.
Yeah.
And so what's interesting is there's a whole bunch of hybrids. They added a whole bunch of new races, which is cool. I mean, it's fine. Because your boy who's running it was like, look, it's 1,000 years in the future. This is what Gene Roddenberry would have wanted. But also, it takes place after the burn.
Yeah.
So this is when...
It's about 150 years after the burn or something?
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
So I can't remember how long the burn was, but it was long enough that basically, warp drive stopped working. And so you had people that were really stuck together started, living together. So like you had cats and dogs living together because there was nowhere to go away. And so then there was interbreeding. And so you got all these, weird races. But they brought back the stupid half and half person, half black, half white.
Yes.
And if I recall, I think in the original series,
they
were the last two guys.
They killed each other.
So
that was it.
It's like asexual budding all over again. It's just
the second time you've used that term today.
I know, right? That it goes already over everybody else's head. But the point is that twice they've done it because they did it in that awful Section 31 movie, and then they did it again in
Starfleet
Academy, which is so just odd. But it's just like, hey, look, remember this guy? Yay!
I'm with you. I was pleasantly surprised with that first episode.
Yeah.
It was because I went in kind of going like, all right, when's the Friends music going to start playing? I mean, it's like I'm thinking that's what's going to happen, but then it was like, and that was wasn't that the mother? Wasn't that She-Hulk? I think that was Tatiana Mama Stay or something.
So.
But like that whole opening sequence was like, I was like, wow, this is going to be a lot darker than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
It looked like, yeah.
The Starfleet Academy theme. This is your favorite song.
It seemed like that's the way it was going from all the previews and everything. But now, I'm actually, and the fact that you get Robert Picardo back.
Together, we're space buddies forever.
Did you AI this?
No. This was actually I got it from our alpha libraries with iHeart.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but it was great to see Robert Picardo, the Doctor, back.
Yes, and so it was so funny because when the girl who's actually turns out to be a hologram, when she's just like screaming at people, "Hello, are we friends?" I'm like, Jesus, Spectrum much, you know? like that seems to be all the rage now. It's just like, I mean, even the Klingon who wants to hug trees instead of kill people, you know? It's just like, what can we do that's opposite from everything? Now, I have some hope for his character though, because he seems like you can grow with him, and he doesn't seem like a total pudding. Like it seems like he doesn't want to fight.
It's just going to take him like half an episode to say a paragraph.
Oh my
though.
God! Why does he have to talk
he
like
talks
this?
like
It's really
this.
annoying. So yeah, some of the stuff might wear on me after a while, but we'll see. Look, you know, it's new Trek, and it's. I hate to say it's better than Star Wars, but
recently it has. Star Trek has been, and
they've surpassed it by far. Yeah.
The thing that I like about this show is that with like Strange New Worlds, which is brilliant, we all know that is brilliant. You've caged yourself in with Strange New Worlds. You know where it's going to end. You can't really go too much. It's 1,000 years in the future. You can do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah,
with this show.
I brought that up too because it's just like, I mean, they just do whatever the hell they want because all the rules are gone.
Yeah.
You know, and so like, I don't even know who the hell Paul Giamatti's character was working for that jumped the Athena that they're on the ship they're on because. But it's funny though too because they're basically pirates. They just wanted to steal the hyperdrive.
Even the bear said they're pirates.
They're pirates, right? Yeah. So, I feel good about the show.
I do. I'm going to check out the next
I think
episode.
They'll do well. I just ran out of time and didn't have time to watch.
Yeah, same thing here. Same thing.
So, all right. I guess what did you want to do? The PlayStation AI thing?
The PlayStation AI. Basically, PlayStation will now let you do nothing to play your games. They patented recently an AI that will, if you get stuck or don't want to play a certain part of a game, it will play the game for you based on other people's playing. So, like, my assumption is that PlayStation is now going to basically record what your inputs are doing for a certain game and use your data of what you played to help other people get through stuff that they're too stupid to play.
Son of a...
Yeah, but hey, you don't own a PlayStation though, so you're okay.
Okay, good. Thank God.
But
Scungy is thinking apparently. I don't know what's going on over there.
Look, I thought watching other people play a game was stupid.
Yeah, now you get to watch.
Now you're
going to
watch the game play itself.
Yeah,
nice.
Basically. The only
why even you know what? Why even have the system?
No, this is perfect for you. This is perfect for you because I'm so sick of every time when you review a game, it's just like, I love the aesthetic and I just love the visual imagery. So now
yes,
you can
because I appreciate video games as an art form.
Sit back
you
and watch your
Neanderthal.
stupid visual imagery like, oh my God, it's so beautiful.
Look,
I love it. So you can put the controller down.
I
That's
will
great
say,
for you.
I have.
This is perfect.
I have
for you.
thought about this concept before for one reason. I replay the same 5 games over and over again, so when I boot up that game and don't want to play the tutorial, sure, I might put on the PlayStation AI to do a game that I've already played 1,000 times for me so I get the interesting part. But if you are playing the game for the first time as a new player, it's stupid.
But, well, here's the thing. Does it skip the part, or do I have to watch it play
You have to watch it play the part for you.
So what the hell is the point, then, if I don't want to play the tutorial?
Rest your thumbs.
I don't want to see that part of the game. I've played through it. This is a boring part of the game. I want to go past it. No, I'm still going to have to sit there and see the computer do the same damn thing that I was doing.
And if you are trying to use it as a first time playing, guess what also exists? The internet and YouTube videos and wikis. Did you know that? Did you know? I don't think you did. I don't think PlayStation knew that, apparently.
It's a thing called Game Facts. It killed strategy guides, all right? You used to have to go to the store and buy a strategy guide to figure out how to get past the game. Now I go, hello, internet,
well, now you
how
don't
do
have
I
to pull
get
up your
past
phone.
level 2?
You can just press the PlayStation button and press, hey, play for me, AI. Boom, done. Simple as that.
I'm digging this.
I'm
digging this. I'm cool with that. Because I mean, the next evolutionary step is, hey, PlayStation, clean up my living room.
We are rapidly approaching Wall-E status. All right, we're gonna be those people in those damn
the fat chairs.
Those chairs.
Let's call them what they are. The fat chairs. The fat sleds.
That's where we're gonna be.
The fat sleds.
Pizza's going to grow on trees. It is what it is, dude.
It's like Idiocracy. You eat lard from a bucket. I like money.
I like money. I like money.
Are we friends?
But I'm
Let's go to Starbucks.
Welcome to Costco.
I'm not even gonna lie.
I love you.
My biggest concern about this is the data. Like, how are they going to record the gameplay? Are they just going to
They already
sneakily
recording everything you do anyway.
I mean, yeah. To be fair,
God.
that a lot of people. Y'all know about the Pokemon Go incident, right?
No.
Basically, Pokemon Go is using like whenever you use your camera to get a Pokemon, right? And you can apparently it's been actively scanning your environment as you use the camera to capture a Pokemon to learn and feed it towards whatever AI to make a map based on your
to make
data.
Sure that these dumbasses don't walk off cliffs again.
But what I'm saying is that they've already
walking into traffic and all that other stuff.
Companies have already gone behind your back to record your data to use it for AI, and it is what it is.
It's funny you should mention that. I was in California when the summer that actually Pokemon Go got big.
Everybody was dying.
I went to the Santa Monica Pier and they had a
my God.
At the Santa Monica Pier that had Pokemon Go. Do not play Pokemon Go. Look up from your phone or you will die.
It's crazy because I remember specifically Santa Monica Pier was the #1 Pokemon Go area in all of the United States. And you were there at that time. I personally apologize.
It was ridiculous.
That is awesome. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back, I'm not even sure what we're doing because, hey, you know what, whatever.
We're off the rails.
Well, we have plans, but they, it's just like Sun Tzu said. As soon as you make contact with the enemy, all plans go right in the toilet. And he
Chaos,
said that
baby!
All right, this is the Week in Geek with D-Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
Junior Achievement of Greater New Orleans is approaching a major milestone. 1 million students served. For 70 years, we've empowered youth with the skills to succeed in work and life. From financial literacy to career readiness, Junior Achievement is shaping tomorrow's leaders today. Now, with your help, we can reach the next million students. Donate today to build a stronger future for generations to come. Visit jagno.org to learn more.
Gumbo Nation, you did it again. Thank you. 10 plus years on air, Mortgage Gumbo Dadcam has grown because of your trust in me as your local preferred lender with all your home loan needs. My recent recognition as a national top lender is awesome, but being your local lender is what matters to me and why I'm so thankful. I promise to continue to earn your trust in making your needs my priority. Visit MortgageGumbo.com.
Hey, Louisiana, how are you stopping litter?
In Terrebonne Parish, we put our trash in a bag and never out the car window.
In Bienville, we bag it, tie it, and put a lid on it.
We keep litter out of our lakes in Lafayette.
And in Calcasieu Parish, we keep our roads clean by clearing out our truck beds and securing our loads.
We need every person in every parish to stop littering and keep Louisiana beautiful. For more litter prevention tips, visit letlouisianashine.org.
Sponsored by Louisiana Lieutenant Governor's Office and Keep Louisiana Beautiful.
If you've been listening to Winning at Life for a while now, you probably already know that estate planning is more than just a will. You may need a trust. You definitely need both of your powers of attorney. So what's your plan? Hi, I'm Wes Blanchard, an estate planning attorney of offices in Metairie. Listen, don't leave your loved ones in a bind. Call me and we'll make you a plan or update your existing plan. Find me at wjblanchardlaw.com.
Ugh, we're gonna be so late for the concert. We should be there by now.
Just need to make a little detour and stop for gas real quick. I know a cheap place down the road.
Are you serious? We're gonna miss the show because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is great. It's a free app that gets you cash back when you buy gas.
Wait, you mean I can get money back just for buying gas? Really?
Yep, and it really works. I've actually made around $200 this year already. Now pull over so you can download Upside before we miss the concert.
Pulling over. You had me at $200.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back when you buy gas. Use promo code RING to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank or as a gift card. Download Upside and use promo code RING for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code RING for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Use promo code RING. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Make WRNO your #1 preset on our free iHeartRadio app, powered by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers. Call 444-4444.
That's 444-4444.
Non-attorney spokesperson, Chad Dudley, New Orleans.
Yeah, this is Sam J. Jones / Gordon, and you are listening to The Week in Geek. You better be listening. If I will hunt you down, and I will find you.
Welcome back in to The Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D-Squared, along with
DJ
and
Scungy.
All right,
I was just
Scungy.
getting some information.
Oh, you wrote it down on your hand?
Yes,
I wrote it
wow.
on my hand.
It's a classic.
Good
We're on
job.
the
Well
paper.
played. All right, so we are live here at Go 4 Games, which is why all the show opens are just randomly cutting off.
Yeah.
We played our Monster Squad game, which you can check out where, DJ?
You can check it out on either our Facebook page. I don't even know our Facebook. I only know the other two.
The
What's our
Week in Geek Radio
The
Show.
Week in Geek Radio Show. Or you can check it out on our YouTube channel at Twig Radio. It'll be recorded and posted there. And our Twitch channel, I'm not sure if it'll post it, but we streamed it live, Twig_radio. But you can check it out on our YouTube or the Facebook.
There you go. And so, so we got to do all that, and that's Savage Worlds. And so
Such a fun system. It's so good.
It's easy, you know, and like combat, you know, most combats are kind of slow, but it's nowhere near as slow as GURPS, and it can speed by because basically you guys are the heroes, and you get to roll these extra dice. Y'all's dice suck today. That was hysterical.
Oh my God.
Both of you guys.
The
did
amount of
crit
snake
fails.
eyes that we saw today was
God, that
actually unbearable.
That was pretty bad. The amount of Benny's Scungy spent.
The amount of Benny spent in general.
Jeez Louise.
Rough day
all
today.
So what else we got going on over here at Go 4?
The 29th.
The 29th.
On the 29th, which is a Thursday.
Okay.
They got this guy. He's bald. He's got glasses.
Oh,
he's
good.
Really
so is it 29th?
Yes.
Okay, good. So it's not this Thursday.
No.
Okay, thank God. Hold on. Sorry, I had to
So
cough.
Dave will be running a G.I. Joe tabletop
Yes,
campaign.
I
he
will.
has come up with some of the most amazing AI songs to accompany this game.
And I came up with one last night, and then Dean put in his 2 cents. So blame Dean for this one, but this is an AI song created with Suno, and it's called Serpent Hunt. So yesterday was Saturday, so we called it Sea Shanty Saturday on the all-new WJOE Average Joe Radio.
Where'd you hide your snakes?
Cobra.
Where'd you hide your snakes?
We set sail to Scotland just the other day. It was all calm and steady, but not for long. I'm afraid Cobra did
Oh, wait, this isn't the one. This one sucked. This is the end.
Where'd you hide your
I had to make like 5 of them.
Cobra! Where'd you hide your snakes?
Here it is.
We set sail to Scotland just the other day. It was all calm and steady, but not for long, I'm afraid. Cobra did not expect that the Joes would be so near, nor see the torpedo that was sticking up their rear. They didn't see it coming, they didn't have a clue. We hunted cobras on the sea now, it's all we ever do.
It's a catchy little ditty, huh?
Snake eyes and storm shadow left.
It just keeps going. It's great, right? All right, so wait. This is called the Dreadnought Bop. This is the Dreadnought Bop. AI generated by Suno. I know I gotta keep saying it so YouTube don't think
AI generated.
Sounds like Elvis.
I was thinking it's more like Brian Setzer.
It is. That's what I used. I used Brian Setzer and Stray Cat Strut.
Yeah.
Huh, yeah! Doing the Dreadnought Bop. All right. Wow. Is this not cool or what?
That
the
is.
Dreadnought Bop. Yeah.
I got to say, I like the shanty a little bit better.
The shanty was.
The shanty was very good. I like that one.
I sent so many out, and I think I've made about 70 songs now.
You sent me this week like 10.
Yeah. And now one of them is my favorite. Now DJ McClellan will. Whoa, I gotta stop. McClellan will love this song because isn't she a big fan of Jimmy Buffett?
Oh God!
So this one is great. It's called "I Quit Cobra," and I'm gonna pop a top, not a cap, and a man. Oh, it's freaking great. Huh? Here we go. I Quit Cobra. Oh yeah. Hold on, wait.
All those corporate criminals in a pyramid scheme.
I thought this was Under the Sea for a second.
Distro ain't punching no clock, he's just a trust fund, baby. It's a minimum wage job, and they're making a killing just for wearing a tight black suit and a fancy chrome helmet.
Wait, here you go.
Then G.I. Joe pulled up in a boat with some girls in bikinis, and I knew right then and there where I needed to be. I'm gonna quit Cobra and work on my tan. I'm gonna pop a top, not a cap and a man. I'm gonna be drunk all day, laying on a float and let them guys keep fighting on a tugboat. I'm gonna quit Cobra. Yeah, I'm gonna quit Cobra. I'm gonna go find me an island or a cheap ass hotel.
I mean, I don't even have the words to put together to say.
Yes.
Robot overlords is all I'm just going to say.
Look, and it's so funny because I just got sucked into a vortex of doing these things. I made a bunch of country songs. One's got like, you got more faces than Zartan. Then I've got, shoot, what was the one? You stole my heart like a ninja. Yeah, you quick kicked my heart. You cut through my tough exterior like Storm Shadow wielding Excalibur. It's good stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, I do throwback to all the cartoons. So now that I have chased away the entire audience,
yes,
the whole idea.
Can you explain why you've done all this?
So we're doing this because I'm going to be running a G.I. Joe campaign right here at Go 4 Games, January 29th. Basically, will be like Getting to know you, getting to know all about you. Basically, I'm recruiting you to Soundfront Strike Force. That is the name of the team, and you're all going to be brand new employees of 99.5 WJOE, Average Joe Radio. And it's a nice blend between news, talk, and rock. So it's news in the front, party in the back, just like a sweet-ass mullet. So it's going to be all that.
Skullet.
And so basically all the Joes are going to have like performance, so you've got Shock Jock who wields a couple of shocking tonfa and batons, and then you got Anchorman who we saw who's like the Maori guy, and then I got a whole bunch of things for characters to play. I got Front Man, who basically he's a camouflage, faces guy. Yeah. Oh crap, we got to take a break. All right, so now that we've chased away the audience, let's take a break and hopefully they come back for the next hour.
Yeah.
So hour 1 is in the books and hour 2 is coming up. We'll get the rest of what's going on here at Go 4 Games. So what is coming up next week? They got a whole bunch of stuff, right?
Yes, they got some stuff coming up, and we could talk about it on the other side of the break.
Members Day
and stuff like that. Yeah, they've got stuff, and then we got other stuff that we could talk about.
Hour 1 is in the books. Hour 2 is coming up. I got Monty Cook waiting in the wings. So not Monty Cook, is it? What is his name? Hold up.
He doesn't remember who he talks to.
Monty Burke. Monty Burke. The book is called Men of Troy. It's a football book, but it's all about USC. And yeah. And so it's all about the guy who blew the Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl win by not running Marshawn Lynch.
It's a book about Pete Carroll.
Yes,
the man I hate.
About Pete Carroll. So this interview is just for you, Scungy. This is the Week in Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO. Stick around. Hour 2's coming up.
These days, it's getting harder and harder to trust what you're seeing. Who made it? Is it real? But with iHeart, everything you hear is guaranteed human. That's why 78% of listeners trust their favorite radio host's product recommendations. And if you own or manage a business here or need to drive sales, that trust goes a long way in creating your future customers. Make iHeartMedia a part of your 2026 plan today. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. Again, that's iHeartAdvertising.com.
We know you're loving the new preset feature on the new and improved iHeartRadio app.
Oh yeah, it's my favorite new thing.
But did you know you can make almost anything a preset? Your favorite local station, sure. But your favorite podcast, that amazing playlist you made for free? Even iHeart stations you can't get on the radio, like Love Songs Radio and iHeart 70s, 80s, and 90s.
That's a game changer.
Whatever you choose, it's as easy as tap to make a preset. Find out what everyone's talking about and get the new and improved free iHeartRadio app today. iHeartRadio.
News Talk 99.5 WRNO FM, New Orleans, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Wait until February. I'm Carmen Roberts, Fox News. Major EU leaders decided today to wait a couple of weeks to see if President Trump pulls the tariff trigger and imposes fines on several EU allies to force Denmark into selling Greenland to the U.S. But they have had a lot to say about the threat, including calling it blackmail.
Denmark's foreign minister says they're trying to get President Donald Trump to abandon the idea of purchasing Greenland and explore a more diplomatic path forward. EU leaders are in talks in Brussels, and one option thrown out there is hitting the U.S. with retaliatory tariffs. They could meet again on Thursday. NATO's Secretary General Mark Rutte held a phone call with President Trump saying they will continue working on this. President Trump insists it's critical for America's national security. Also, the land is rich in minerals.
Fox's Stephanie Bennett. Defense officials confirm the Pentagon is readying 1,500 soldiers for deployment to Minnesota in response to widespread anti-ICE protest. Republican Senator Bill Hagerty tells Fox News.
And what you have is bedlam in the streets. You have citizens driving into ICE agents. You have non-citizens, people here illegally, trying to attack ICE agents. And you have somehow these protesters advocating for the illegal people here, the ones that are criminals. 70% of these people that they're arresting are criminals.
Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry says it would be a shocking move if President Trump invokes that Insurrection Act and sends U.S. troops to the city. He tells CNN.
There's a very clear antidote here, which is leave. The second these ICE agents leave the city, I'm telling you, you're going to have calm in Minneapolis.
Meantime, Governor Tim Walz has mobilized Minnesota's National Guard to help local law enforcement if needed. In Spain, a high-speed rail derailed today, jumped the track onto the opposite direction and slammed into an oncoming train, killing at least 21 people. America's listening to Fox News.
News Talk 99.5 WRNO comes from the Mortgage Gumbo Studios.
Your locally trusted home loan lender. Mortgage Gumbo, Dad Can.
Serving the Louisiana hobby and games community for over 12 years, Gopher Games has prided itself on offering the very best in personalized customer service, unique experience-based events, and premium amenities for our Gopher Academy members, such as after-hours private gaming space, full immersion RPG room, rotating board game library, and coming soon a video game arcade. So join the Gopher community at 4953 West Napoleon Avenue. For more info, go to gophergamesnola.com or the Gopher Discord. Gopher Games, where you got game.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Get ready to unleash your potential at CrossFit Grigri. Are you tired of ordinary gyms? Say hello to extraordinary results. At CrossFit Grigri, we're not just a gym, we're a family. Join our community of passionate individuals who seek to better themselves, help those around them, and find enjoyment in doing both. Experience personalized training, expert coaching, and a supportive environment that fuels your fitness journey. Learn more at CrossFitGrigri.com or follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook. CrossFit Grigri, where the potions and the programming and the magic's in the community.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
The football postseason lives on iHeartRadio.
Here we go. 20, 15, 10, heading to the goal line. Touchdown, Denver.
From the official NFL podcast network.
Welcome to NFL Daily.
Fox Sports Radio.
Sam Darnold is going to have to prove to all of us in a big game he can play big.
Or local stations that bring you the games live.
It's knocked away. It's intercepted.
iHeartRadio brings you all of it. Just open the iHeartRadio app and search football to dive in.
Snakes, zombies, public speaking. The list of fears is endless. But the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. Distracted driving is what's really scary and even deadly. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Junior Achievement of Greater New Orleans is approaching a major
Resistance is futile.
Boldly going where no show has gone before. This is the Week in Geek with David D. Squared, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. Heard live on News Talk 99.5 WRNO and the iHeartRadio app. Here's D. Squared.
Greetings, people of Earth. This is the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared, along with
DJ
and
Scungy.
And we are streaming live on ye old Facebook page, the Week in Geek radio show. And Emily, thank you. She is loving this music, so thank you to Emily Ballard for appreciating good music when she hears it. Unlike you two uncultured swine.
Excuse me, I said all of this. I like the G.I. Joe stuff.
Okay, all right, well,
That's
good.
my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Oh, you're a piece of poop. I don't like you right now. Yeah, it was great, though, too. Like, over on our comments section, Carlton's like, I cannot find an eye roll emoji. I love Jimmy, and that was no Jimmy. Oh, yeah, it was AI Jimmy. Come on now, you know. So, all right, if you hadn't heard, we were talking about how I'll be running a G.I. Joe campaign here at Go4 Games January 29th on Thursdays. I'm going to do Thursdays from 6 to 9.
Yeah.
Now, Scungy, what else do they got going on over here at Go4?
On the 30th, on
right.
Friday the 30th, they are going to have their monthly Blood on the Clock Tower game at the Wandering Goat in Harahan. Now, Blood on the Clock Tower, if you haven't had a chance to play this game is really, really cool. It's a social deduction game. It's easy for me to say.
Like Among Us.
Like Among Us. But it's actually more along the lines of if you've ever played a game called Werewolf or Mafia.
Yes.
All right. So it's along those lines, but there are a lot of roles going on. It is a really cool game. It's taken, the gaming world by storm. It's a very cool game to play. So they're going to play that at the 30th, and that's going to be at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Also, I'm not sure on the date though.
Did the ink run on your hand?
No, I didn't put the date of when the next Members Day is.
It's next weekend.
It is next weekend.
Yeah.
All right.
So add 7, so that would be 25.
Yes. So that would be the 25th. The Go for Games Members Day, which is a fantastic day to come by. If you become a member, you get discounts. There are all kinds of exclusive deals going on in the store. There are events like games, demos, stuff like that, all for the members here. And it's really cheap to become a member. It's between $15 $35 a month, and you get access to the play space that you're in, like 24-hour access. You get a locker, you get discounts, you get all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah, I got to check my email. Apparently, they gave me access to the fancy pants.
Yes.
I know,
Not
right?
a good idea at all.
Not a good idea. It's like, hey, that's how I got this job. Dave left the back door of the studio open one day, and I just wandered in.
That makes a lot of sense.
Now that you hear it out loud,
yeah, now you're like,
it clicks. It clicks.
But so the 29th, so 2 weeks from now, I'll be doing that here, and so I'm using the Essence 20 system, which is pretty interesting too, because it's by Renegade Game Studios.
Yes.
But they also have put out in an Essence 20 system the Transformers game.
Oh.
So clearly, at some point, I'm going to have a crossover where G.I. Joe and Transformers hook up, and all hell's going to break loose.
Renegade has the whole Hasbro license, so they have that. They have Power Rangers. They have all those so it's all going to be through them. It's all of it's going to be through them. So,
but they also do Vampire.
Yes, they now run Vampire, and they're slowly becoming one of the biggest gaming companies in the world. Between them and Asmodee.
Yeah. If they just need a proofreader now. They just need a proofreader because their rules are just riddled with errata.
If you like G.I. Joe, they make a great game. It's a G.I. Joe deck building game, and you can get it here at Go for Games. And it is a mission-based cooperative deck builder where you play and you buy cards and you buy Joes to go on missions, and you get vehicles to go on the missions to fight Cobra. And
I don't have any money left because I spent my money on HeroScape, the G.I. Joe expansion that they got coming out in March. So just 2 more months.
You have a child who you can force to play the game with.
Well, he doesn't particularly like G.I. Joe. I'm trying to get him hooked on it. He just doesn't.
Shame.
I know.
Shame.
Look, it's a different generation, man. You know, it's
so who are you gonna play HeroClix with?
Not HeroClix, HeroScape.
HeroScape. Who are you gonna play HeroScape with?
People here.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna make friends, but I'll just play with people here.
You could, you could simply just ask, like, Scungy, do you want to play G.I. Joe? No.
I didn't think you liked G.I. Joe.
Moving on.
Okay, moving on. All right, so what did you have?
I want to talk about Stranger Things eventually because Netflix released a little behind-the-scenes documentary that they thought would go over so well.
You know what? I think we've got time. Let's jump into that because we'll hear from Monty Burke after the break. His new book, The Men of Troy, and it's all about Scungy's hero.
So, as many of you know, the Stranger Things finale didn't go over too well with the majority of the fan base. It was
once again,
okay.
I know, like I'm in the minority. I liked it.
It was okay.
I didn't think it was meh. I liked it. I thought it tied everything up nicely.
The reason a lot of people thought it was meh actually stemmed out to be in the documentary. They had basically an overview of the entire making of the new season. First and foremost, ChatGPT was used to write the new season very, very heavily. They while they were writing, they had cameras rolling, and they literally saw ChatGPT tabs open alongside the script.
Well, I've got my Suno AI music open right here.
It's a little different than that.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure, especially because whenever they went into production, they didn't have a final script even close to one. I think they had something along the lines of 270.
But they had like 3 years before the season.
They had 275 days of production, and throughout those 275 days, apparently, even like in the documentary, like high ups were actively saying that's not enough time. So it was rushed, even with 275 days of production. AI was heavily used, and on top of that, there were footage of like the actual shooting, and half of the footage was actors completely finding like missing holes in the plot, asking like, for instance, whenever Robin and the girlfriend were talking in front of, I think it was Lucas and I forget who else. They were like, wait, shouldn't we be like whispering because they don't know that we're in a relationship, and like stuff like that kept popping up over and over and over and over again throughout the entire production of the new season.
So ChatGPT wasn't down.
So
with
yeah,
the,
ChatGPT isn't as smart as you think it is, apparently. And yeah, if you go watch it yourself, it's not a pretty sight to see. I really am interested if y'all two ever watch it to see your thoughts on it, because from what I saw, it was just disappointing.
Sometimes you don't want to peer behind the curtain.
Exactly. For this, it's especially prevalent.
So I'm just gonna say I don't know if I 100% believe that. I think that's just
it's footage, dude. Go watch a thing that's on
that
Netflix.
An open tab of ChatGPT was open.
There's a footage of Bigfoot walking across the forest.
Right. And look, AI can't be completely bad because I asked it to make a song just like Shipping Off to Boston, and it gave me Shipping Off Cobra, and it's a really great song by AI. And see, look, here it is, Shipping Off Cobra. Wait.
We're getting the snakes out. No place for
cobras.
Packing them in a crate, making them wait. No cobras, not in our state.
Not in our country.
See, the difference between this song and this Stranger Things finale is the fact that this song, there was no rally, that this is just a setup for something else.
I'm shipping off cobras. I'm shipping off cobras. All right, I just take my medicine today.
Clearly.
It's a joke.
Clearly.
Let's throw him off the boat. You're welcome.
I like this song. I think it's a fine song.
Oh, it is, mate.
It's a fine song. I like it a lot.
Well, you know, I got that one. Now, the other one here, wait, where is this one? This one is...
we just got the viewers back.
I know, I'm just going to chase them off again. But you know what? This is funny because this is where AI, I agree with you, DJ. I wanted to make the Mardi Gras Mambo song. Every time I try to put in Mambo and I put New Orleans style, New Orleans jazz, New Orleans Mardi Gras, it kept giving me this. Here we go. You gave me the wrong mambo.
Mambo.
Hey, Lucy, you got some splendid to do.
Go see, I'm down at the club.
Yeah.
I'm sitting up.
So these are the kind of mistakes that I think ChatGPT was making during the writing of the script, just not taking into account, the rest of the context of the show,
Yeah, it's probably like the 80s. Let's just put.
Yeah.
They all played
80s.
arcade games to win.
Yeah. But
So-
yeah, a lot of plot holes through ChatGPT is what it is. And look, if you don't believe me and are comparing Bigfoot to this, go watch the thing that Netflix actively, professionally published for you specifically. I'm begging.
Oh, God.
Bad.
All right. Well, Carlton doesn't want to watch the behind-the-scenes thing, so.
Well,
some people are just
I'm
happy
sorry.
eating the sausage, okay?
Yes.
Yes, like
We
Skungy.
don't want to
he
know
loves
what's
the
in the hot
sausage.
dog. We just want to eat the hot dog.
Skungy loves the sausage.
That's okay. That's okay. That's whatever
You
floats
proud
your
of
boat,
yourself?
man.
I am. It doesn't take
you're
much.
you're
It
happy
really
with
does not
yourself?
take
All right.
much.
I just want to make sure.
I'm super proud. All right. When we come back, Monty Burke will try to even out the show a bit because, actually, I really enjoyed talking to him. Did you know, and I didn't even know this, that when Pete Carroll went over to USC, you know the only coach he kept?
Who?
Hold that tiger. Hold that tiger, Coach
that would be Coach O.
Coach Ogeron. He was the only one he kept. And who was Pete Carroll's downfall at USC? None other than Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush, that pot-smoking, Heisman-winning, bat-carrying Saint. Remember that one time? Like he had a great game. He ran north and south instead of east and west.
I remember.
This is the Weekend. I'm going to say the all-new Voodoo. This is the Weekend Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WJOE.
Junior Achievement of Greater New Orleans is approaching a major milestone. 1 million students served. For 70 years, we've empowered youth with the skills to succeed in work and life. From financial literacy to career readiness, Junior Achievement is shaping tomorrow's leaders today. Now, with your help, we can reach the next million students. Donate today to build a stronger future for generations to come. Visit jagno.org to learn more.
Gumbo Nation, you did it again. Thank you. 10 plus years on air, Mortgage Gumbo Dadcam has grown because of your trust in me as your local preferred lender with all your home loan needs. My recent recognition as a national top lender is awesome, but being your local lender is what matters to me and why I'm so thankful. I promise to continue to earn your trust in making your needs my priority. Visit MortgageGumbo.com.
Hey, Louisiana, how are you stopping litter? In Terrebonne Parish, we put our trash in a bag and never out the car window.
In Bienville, we bag it, tie it, and put a lid on it.
We keep litter out of our lakes in Lafayette.
And in Calcasieu Parish, we keep our roads clean by clearing out our truck beds and securing our loads.
We need every person in every parish to stop littering and keep Louisiana beautiful. For more litter prevention tips, visit letlouisianashine.org.
Sponsored by the Louisiana Lieutenant Governor's Office and Keep Louisiana Beautiful.
If you've been listening to Winning at Life for a while now, you probably already know that estate planning is more than just a will. You may need a trust. You definitely need both of your powers of attorney. So what's your plan? Hi, I'm Wes Blanchard, an estate planning attorney, offices in Metairie. Listen, don't leave your loved ones in a bind. Call me and we'll make you a plan or update your existing plan. Find me at wjblanchardlaw.com.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're going to be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code OIL25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and details.
Hello, this is Ethan Peck, Mr. Spock in Star Trek Discovery, and this is The Week in Geek.
Welcome back in to The Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared. Let's go to the guest line, and it's kind of funny because my voice is all raspy this week and I sound like Coach O, but to talk about his new book, Monty Burke, author of Men of Troy, Legendary Afternoons, Wild Nights, and the Enduring Legacy of Pete Carroll's USC Trojans. Monty, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on here.
All right, man. So look, let's talk about this because I owned a bar during Pete Carroll's tenure, so there's a lot that is misty and hazy in my mind. So let's talk about the Men of Troy, buddy.
Okay, so it's the story of Pete Carroll's era there at USC, which was a fascinating era. You had Pete Carroll had been fired by the Jets and the New England Patriots NFL. He was quote unquote a loser. He'd downtrodden coach, had been out of football for a year. USC had been an irrelevant program for 2 decades. These two guys come together. You know, there's this little build for the first couple of years, and then bang, 2 national championships, 6 inches away from 3 national titles in a row. And then, you know, this kind of crazy arc where this all ends in a scandal. But what was fascinating about this team and this era is how much it captivated the city of LA. You know, college football, for the most part, is sort of a rural game or a small town game. You know, Tuscaloosa, Baton Rouge, State College. USC was in the middle of the biggest media market, second biggest media market in the United States, and they won. Celebrities love winners. All of a sudden, they started going, you know, becoming part of the program. Will Ferrell, Snoop Dogg were pretty much part of the program. The Fonz was on the sidelines. Arnold was on the sidelines. You know, you just name it. Anybody and everybody was there. So it was really fascinating to see how it kind of captured this entire city and really kind of captured the nation as well. And, you know, I mean, they had a 34-game win streak. They had 3 Heisman Trophy winners. You know, it was really kind of an incredible era. And I think one of the most intriguing eras in college football history.
So now, when he went there, he was basically on a 2-year hiatus almost because he had gotten kicked off by the Patriots. And so I think Robert Kraft was trying to urge him to take just any job. But talk about how he reinvented himself, because there was a portion of the book, I forgot, I think when he was going to meet USC and he comes into this sharp blue suit and your boy sets him up with a whiteboard. Talk about the reinvention of Pete Carroll.
So he's a funny coach because he's what I love about writing about him is he's so different from the other coaches I've written about. He's like the diametric opposite of Nick Saban.
Jesus, right? All right, yeah. So like I'm an LSU guy, so like I really didn't want to read that book, but now that Nick Saban's doing TV, I've warmed up to him and I've forgiven him about his betrayal from LSU. So sorry.
Right, but when he was a coach, he was whipping all these guys, and Pete Carroll always thought that that's not the right approach. Pete Carroll grew up in the Marin County in San Francisco during the Summer of Love and all that sort of stuff. And he studied psychology and Far Eastern mysticism and stuff like that. So he always thought the best way to get a peak performance out of players and his assistant coaches was to make them have fun, which is, again, the diametric opposite. Saban didn't want fun. He wanted just, performance.
Yeah.
So, here's this guy who comes in and, is out of football. Is basically 3 strikes and you're out, right? If he'd gotten fired one more time, getting fired, he's out. He's probably a coordinator for the rest of his life. So, he came into USC with incredible energy. Like you said, there's this great scene with his first meeting where he comes in dressed in the suit and he draws out all the defenses that he's going to run against all these Pac-10 teams. And, he's just full of energy. That said, people there didn't want him. I mean, he was the third or fourth pick, depending on who you talk to. They're kind of a desperation pick. The alums were angry. All the fans were angry. There were all kinds of letters written to the newspaper and sent in faxes and all this sort of emails, stuff like that. And he starts off terribly. He starts off that first year, they're 1-4.
Yeah.
He starts off terribly. It looks like this is a total disaster. It looks like his career as a head coach is over. Eventually kind of rights the ship with great players like Carson Palmer and Troy Polamalu. And then, a couple years after that with Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush, Lendale White, wins these 2 championships in a row. So yeah, it was just truly a fascinating kind of case study on a different way of coaching, and the way that a college football team captivated, a city and a nation, really, which really hasn't happened since then, and maybe never happen again.
So and it's funny because like when Pete Carroll came in, he really he cleaned house, all except for one. Coach O was able to stick around for that there football game in the foosball in California. So talk about that rebuilding era for him, because he started from scratch, man.
I love the Coach O. So, the Coach O was on the prior staff. He's still out recruiting, and Hugh Jackson, who was the offensive coordinator for the previous staff, calls him up and was like, "What are you doing out there?" He's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "What are you dumbass? We just got fired." But Coach O keeps it, and he goes and recruits and actually meets Saban on the sidelines of a high school game. And he meets Carroll on the sidelines of a high school game and says, "What are you doing here?" And Pete Carroll says, "I'm going to be the new coach of USC." So he hangs on to Orgeron. He hires, because Pete Carroll's so desperate, he knows he has to hire great assistant coaches. So keeps Eddie, hires Norm Chow, who was this offensive genius who had been at BYU, who had coached Ty Detmer, Jim McMahon, Steve Young, to run the offense. Has these 2 guys you may have heard of who he brings in, these young guys he brings in, named Lane Kiffin and Steve Sarkeesian.
Sounds
just this
familiar.
masterful job of hiring not only great coaches, but also great recruiters as well. And one thing that's fascinating about Carroll, unlike any other coach I've ever written about, is that the good cop, bad cop dynamic is totally flipped. Like, so with Nick Saban, he was the bad cop. He would go berate the player, and then an assistant would come in and say, "It's okay, this is what the coach meant," kind of try to explain it. Totally opposite. Eddie O was the bad cop, and then Carroll would come in and say, "This is what he meant. This is what," so it's just so fascinating. And Orgeron is such a great character, just in general, but a great character in the book as well.
We're visiting with Monty Burke, author of Men of Troy. It's out now. So now we got to talk about, and we call him Reggae Bush because he was always smoking weed here. But the whole Reggie Bush thing, too, because he was great for the Saints. So, I don't really know what he was like there, because he was a sort of introverted east-west runner instead of a north-south runner. But dude, when he was on, he was on. So talk about, because the downfall of Pete Carroll is really, all the money that kind of went to his family. But then they gave him back his Heisman. Stupid NCAA. Sorry, I get excited, man.
I know. I agree with you. He's such a fascinating character. I remember Carroll told me that when they watched his high school tape, they couldn't tell how good he was because there was very few times there was someone else in the same frame. He was that far ahead of everyone. So he was, I think he might have been one of the most electric college football players of all time. A triple threat, punt returner, running back, wide receiver, just an unbelievable player. And of course, if you remember, they had a duo. They had Lendale White as well.
Oh,
so
yeah.
They called him Thunder and Lightning. So they would batter the line with Lendale, who would run straight into the line, and then flip it out to Reggie, and he would run around the end. And, Reggie came in very humble, very, very quiet. The scandal is really unfortunate. Actually, it's an unfortunate kind of stain on him. Maybe not even earned.
I agree with that.
So he was basically, just to rehash. It was really interesting to look back on it now, because I think it actually precipitated a lot of the changes we see in college football now. So just to rehash it for people who don't remember, he was basically allegedly paid not to stay and play for USC, but to leave USC, which is fascinating in and of itself. But, his parents got a house and all this sort of stuff. And it became this huge scandal that really took down USC. It was not the death penalty like SMU got, but it was pretty darn close.
Yeah.
And USC has not really recovered since then. But I think that it opened the eyes a little bit about the hypocrisy of the NCAA. So here was this guy, Reggie Bush, one of the best players in college football of all time, in the second biggest market, making gobs of money for USC and college football in general, and he couldn't legally make a dime off of it, right?
Right.
So I feel that was sort of like, wait a minute, that's not probably really fair. So I think that kind of led to this era now. Now, this era now has some serious problems that need to be reined in.
Yeah.
But I do think that these players certainly deserved. I mean, how come if the guy invents Google at Stanford, he can get paid, but a great college football player that's bringing in more revenue to that college than that guy is, he can't be paid.
Yeah,
Kinda crazy.
the NIL money is kind of cool though, because I mean now you're seeing some of these smaller colleges that wouldn't have had a shot in hell to even make it into the college football playoffs, getting in there. My poor Tulane. Oh God. All right, Monty, dude, look, this is awesome, man. The book Men of Troy is out now. I guess one final thing. How does Pete recover now that the Raiders cut him loose, man? I mean, he seems to be a bad penny and keeps turning up.
I know. I think that's probably it for him. I think if you look at his career, I think with a little bit of time and space, we'll look back at his career and kind of say, wow, he's one of only 3 men, coaches, to win a national title and a Super Bowl. He was within 6 inches of winning 3 national titles in a row. He was within one bad decision to not run Marshawn Lynch to winning 2 Super Bowls in a row. So he has the unfortunate historical accident of being around at the same time as Bill Belichick, who's considered to be the NFL's greatest coach of all time, and Nick Saban, who's considered to be college football's best coach of all time. So, he's not probably on the Mount Rushmore of the top 4 guys or 5 guys, coaches in the world, but he's up there.
He's a
very good coach. I mean, he did it both at proved himself at the college level, and then proved himself at the pro level. So
that is Monty Burke, Men of Troy, out now. Go check it out, Monty. Dude, this was fun, man. I appreciate your time today, buddy.
Of course. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. All right, so how much do you want to just like go jump off a bridge now, Scungy? Are you very upset that because he was effusive with his joy of Pete Carroll?
I look. Pete Carroll is a rat that deserted a sinking ship. Is what Pete Carroll is.
Tell me how you really feel.
And him, like I said during the break, him choosing to throw the ball and it getting intercepted was karma coming back on him. All right, for what he did. All right.
Yeah.
At least Reggie got his Heisman back.
Reggie did get his Heisman back. So that good on poor little Reggie. All right. So when we come back, we got some Game of Thrones news, a few things, and some George R.R. Martin news. Maybe he's gonna get an AI assistant, DJ.
Oh, God.
Maybe that'll help. Maybe we should just have AI
anything's gonna come out.
The final Game of Thrones book.
Better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe it'll be a musical.
Anything will be better than the last season of the show.
Oh my God, the Game of Thrones, the musical, written by AI. See, it writes itself. This is the Week in Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
News Talk 99.5 WRNO comes from the Mortgage Gumbo Studios.
Your locally trusted home loan lender, MortgageGumbo.com.
Serving the Louisiana hobby and games community for over 12 years, Gopher Games has prided itself on offering the very best in personalized customer service, unique experience-based events, and premium amenities for our Gopher Academy members, such as after-hours private gaming space, full immersion RPG room, rotating board game library, and coming soon a video game arcade. So join the Gopher community at 4953 West Napoleon Avenue. For more info, go to gophergamesnola.com or the Gopher Discord. Gopher Games, where you got game.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Get ready to unleash your potential at CrossFit Grigri. Are you tired of ordinary gyms? Say hello to extraordinary results. At CrossFit Grigri, we're not just a gym, we're a family. Join our community of passionate individuals who seek to better themselves, help those around them, and find enjoyment in doing both. Experience personalized training, expert coaching, and a supportive environment that fuels your fitness journey. Learn more at CrossFitGrigri.com or follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook. CrossFit Grigri, where the potions and the program trending, and the magic's in the community.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
Are you running for office and have a message you want every voter in your district to hear? Well, that's where radio comes in. Radio is your direct line to morning commuters, midday grinders, and late nighters. Radio puts your message right where your voters are. Plus, it's 1/10 the time and cost of video. Don't just campaign. Connect with millions all over the country, even thousands in the smallest communities with radio. Call now and be on air in just 48 hours. 844-844-iHeart. That's 844-844-iHeart.
Most people think hiring a financial advisor means they're finally on the right track. But after 20 years in this industry, I've seen it go the other way far too often. I'm Brian Wiley.
And I'm Jeremiah Bates. And we've watched people get sold complex products they don't understand, charge fees they didn't expect, and end up more confused than when they started.
But here's the truth. It's not your fault. The system is built to benefit the industry, not you.
At the Real Money Pros, we're fiduciary advisors. That means we put your interests first. No commissions, no hidden agendas, just real financial advice from real people who care.
If you're tired of sales pitches, jargon, not knowing who to trust, it's time to tune in to the Real Money Pros. Join us each week for honest, practical conversations about your money, your future, and how to take control.
For show archives, videos, and other educational material, visit us, The Real Money Pros, at therealmoneypros.com.
Catch us Saturday mornings at 6 on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
Finish your high school diploma for you and your family. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. Like them on Facebook at The Week in Geek Radio Show. Here's D Squared.
Welcome back in to the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared, along with
DJ
and
Scungy.
And we are trying not to watch the end of the Rams and the Bears game right now.
Going to OT officially.
Going to two playoff
OT.
games going into overtime in one
Weekend.
playoff weekend. That's great for after the Seattle 49ers just
that was like
deconstruction.
stop. He's already dead.
Man, you know, like they really made Mr. Irrelevant look like really Mr. Irrelevant last night. I mean, and I was telling Dean about the whole concept of Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy just coming from the last guy in the draft to make a name for himself. But hey, look, you know what? It's NFL football. Look, we like football. We like nerdy stuff. We also like Game of Thrones, which, as we speak right now, the latest, the new series from Game of Thrones, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, is airing right now as we speak on HBO Max. So I think I will watch that as soon as I get home. Because here's the thing. It actually looks really good. And it's based off of one of George R.R. Martin's short stories called Dunk and Egg. So like Sir Duncan, the Tall, and Egg is the little short bald kid in the egg, you know, an egg head.
So when is this set?
It is before it's pre all the stuff that we are used to, but it's after
House of Dragon.
After House of the Dragon. So it's in between there
But
because
before the Mad King.
Yeah, because Sir Duncan the Tall is actually in the Game of Thrones series, but it's when Joffrey opens up the book and he's looking at his uncle/dad, his dunkle,
Uncle
Daddy, and he's like, "Oh, look at Sir Duncan the Tall has 5 pages written about him." and you have one footnote. It's just like Joffrey being Joffrey. So glad he died. I don't know what the time frame is, but watching it, it really looks. It's like a fun D&D movie, I think, is what, or series.
It seems less serious. It seems less serious.
And so it's funny. I've always kind of wondered what Hedge Knight was, because they call him the Hedge Knight. I'm like, what is a Hedge Knight? That's what they call it. And they had this, I guess, an upper class woman going, "Oh, he's just a hedge knight." She's like, "Oh, what's a hedge knight?" He's like, "He's so poor, no one will pay him, so he has to sleep in the hedges." And so I'm just like, that is dumb but awesome.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's just like that is just perfect. So that whole series, I mean, there's some cool stuff where it looks he's basically a nobody.
Yeah.
And I guess he rises from anonymity, because I think he was because like in the previews, it's been a while since I've seen the trailers, but basically the knight that he's squired to dies and just leaves him with like whatever's on his back. So like he never really gets exactly knighted, I think. And so
it's kind of like, hey, step next man up.
But I think apparently he makes a name for himself jousting or something like that. I don't know, but
it's a Knight's Tale.
Kinda. Give it up for, oh God, who was this?
Sir Ulrich von Liechtenstein.
That's it. Yes, that is great stuff. So yeah, I'm excited about that, because it'll be just it's something a little different, the different fare, and I got a good feeling that I'm not gonna have to worry about weird messages in Game of Thrones. I know for a fact that I can go in there and not have to worry about just all the stuff that we have to worry about in all the other shows.
Yeah.
So I'm good with that, because it'll basically just have porn and midgets, and I'm always down for that.
Sex and violence.
Yes, so that's what it is.
Yeah.
So George R.R. Martin, any news on him?
Yeah, he's if he dies, he's just not gonna. Nothing else is coming out. He's not giving any notes to anybody new to make anything. He's gonna let it just end without anything.
I don't get it. Like I said, there's so many books out there by authors. Like I said, in the time it took you to say that sentence, Stephen King released 5 books.
Yeah, right. And a lot of authors, whenever they do get older, they usually have an assistant or a group of people they work with that they basically teach all of the material to, and kind of give an outline of where they want the show or the book to
David
go.
Filoni and George Lucas.
I mean,
yeah, right.
Well, it's so strange though too, because he sat down with the writers of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, David Weiss or D.B. Weiss, whatever.
Benioff and Weiss. And so apparently, like either they just didn't take his advice, or he didn't give them specific closure ideas, and they just did what they wanted. Because I mean, dude, it's basically more of the same ending.
But he approved that ending for that show.
I guess he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. But I mean, that was the height of Game of Thrones popularity. I mean, and it was building to this crescendo, and people are stoked about it.
We were rabid fans at that point.
Yeah, I was too.
I mean, the second to last season, the last season, everybody was glued to the TV.
And it was, I mean, the entire nation was glued to it, and it was just such a huge letdown. But that was the height of it. He was always off doing stuff. He's working on side projects. He's working on this. He's like, like the Dunkin' Egg thing. He's like, I got more stuff coming out. It's like, oh, we don't care. Finish the first series. What is wrong with you? But I mean, he's also been editing books. He's still got it. He's still got Wild Cards. Now, I think I've talked about Wild Cards before on the show. But for those who don't know, Wild Cards is a series that he and several other authors wrote. They all took turns writing stories in a shared universe. And so it's about superheroes and jokers. Basically, this alien species drops this weird spore-type genetic, writes humans' genetic code, rewrites it. And
it's like the Marvel ones. They're like Black Bolt and all of them.
No, it's nothing like that. Shut your pie hole. It has nothing to do with Marvel. This was something. It was designed to kill humans, but there was a 1% chance that you would get superpowers, and it would accentuate latent, mental powers you had. And so what happened was 99% of the people that got hit by the spore turned into these just these mutated freaks, or they just outright died. I mean, like it died in a horrible fashion of melting into human pile of goo. It was awful. But the other ones, the Jokers, just got just these weird deformities. But then the 1% became the Aces. And so the whole series called Wild Cards. So Aces were superheroes, and all of them had like amazing powers. Great set of book, and each author took turns writing in this shared universe. And so like they would bring in other writers' characters, but they wouldn't like kill them off because and what was it, Thieves World, Scungy? Was it Thieves World, I think? Where basically they did a shared, like Lankmar? No, I can't remember. But it was Thieves World. Shared universe, but then some authers hated each other and they killed off their characters.
Oh, dude, that's messed up.
Oh, yeah.
That's so messed
like,
up.
oh, well, then they'd rewrite the story. Somehow he's returned. And then they would kill off that other writer's character. And then it just became petty and dumb, and people were like, all right, y'all need to cut it out.
Yeah, right.
But
you need time out.
So they are now working on a Wild Card series for Amazon. So he has been doing all that stuff, and he's been, So
it seemed like he's actively trying to do anything
but
finish that series.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand it.
Well, I think now at this point, no matter whatever he writes, people are going to crap on it because it's like about time. Then
it's still going to be better than the show ending.
No, it won't. It doesn't matter because it will be bad no matter what, because everyone will be like, you could have done better. This is what you gave us after having taken, a better part of a decade or maybe more than a decade to write it. He is in a no-win scenario. He had a window, and that window was over 6 years ago. That window is so closed now. So all he can do is move on to another project and just deal with that albatross around his neck for the rest of his career. That's all he can deal with.
He's not a healthy man. He's
well,
probably, But yeah, I think he might be trolling everybody. That book is written in a vault somewhere and open after I die.
No, he's just like, screw you guys. You don't deserve it.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. All right, so let's take our final break, and when we come back, we'll wrap up tonight's show. So, are we doing This Week in Geek History?
Good if you want to.
Yeah, we'll do that. Why not? That's what we're supposed to do. We end the show with This Week in Geek History. This is The Week in Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
Junior Achievement of Greater New Orleans is approaching a major milestone. 1 million students served. For 70 years, we've empowered youth with the skills to succeed in work and life. From financial literacy to career readiness, Junior Achievement is shaping tomorrow's leaders today. Now, with your help, we can reach the next million students. Donate today to build a stronger future for generations to come. Visit jagno.org to learn more.
Gumbo Nation, you did it again. Thank you. 10 plus years on air, Mortgage Gumbo Dadcam has grown because of your trust in me as your local preferred lender with all your home loan needs. My recent recognition as a national top lender is awesome, but being your local lender is what matters to me and why I'm so thankful. I promise to continue to earn your trust in making your needs my priority. Visit MortgageGumbo.com.
Hey, Louisiana, how are you stopping litter?
In Terrebonne Parish, we put our trash in a bag and never out the car window.
In Bienville, we bag it, tie it, and put a lid on it.
We keep litter out of our lakes in Lafayette.
And in Calcasieu Parish, we keep our roads clean by clearing out our truck beds and securing our loads.
We need every person in every parish to stop littering and keep Louisiana beautiful. For more litter prevention tips, visit letlouisianashine.org.
Sponsored by Louisiana Lieutenant Governor's Office and Keep Louisiana Beautiful.
If you've been listening to Winning at Life for a while now, you probably already know that estate planning is more than just a will. You may need a trust. You definitely need both of your powers of attorney. So what's your plan? Hi, I'm Wes Blanchard, an estate planning attorney of offices in Metairie. Listen, don't leave your loved ones in a bind. Call me and we'll make you a plan or update your existing plan. Find me at wjblanchardlaw.com.
Ugh, we're gonna be so late for the concert. We should be there by now.
Just need to make a little detour and stop for gas real quick. I know a cheap place down the road.
Are you serious? We're gonna miss the show because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is great. It's a free app that gets you cash back when you buy gas.
Wait, you mean I can get money back just for buying gas? Really?
Yep, and it really works. I've actually made around $200 this year already. Now pull over so you can download Upside before we miss the concert.
Pulling over. You had me at $200.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back when you buy gas. Use promo code RING to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank or as a gift card. Download Upside and use promo code RING for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code RING for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Use promo code RING. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Make WRNO your #1 preset on our free iHeartRadio app, powered by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers. Call 444-4444.
That's 444-4444.
Non-attorney spokesperson, Chad Dudley, New Orleans.
My name is Optimus Prime, and you are listening to The Week in Geek. Autobots, transform and roll out.
Welcome back in to The Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. And we are not watching the overtime game on our phones right now, I promise you.
No.
So the Bears got a first down?
Yeah, Bears got first down.
All right, are they in field goal range?
Not yet.
Not yet.
What? Wait, so did they have the ball first?
Yes, they have the ball first.
Oh, okay. So they need to score a touchdown and then.
Wait a minute.
Well, they get the ball back. Oh, what? A fumble?
Fumble?
Interception.
Interception.
Oh
That's even
my
worse.
God. Well, that's just super awesome.
Let's bring in a high note with the geek history. How
Yes,
about that?
yes.
Why
You
don't
know
we
what?
do that?
We'll do that. Let's do that. So let's go ahead and do that.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
This week in Geek History.
We're sending you back to the future.
Yes! Oh my God!
This week in Geek History is brought to you by Go4 Games. Find them on the web at go4gamesnola.com. This week in Geek History.
There we go. All right. This week in Geek History.
All right, bringing us back to a down note. January 14th, 2005.
The down note.
Elektra is released.
Oh, God. You know,
I can't believe that they brought her back for Deadpool and Wolverine. Out of all the characters they could have brought back,
well, it was kind of like a whole, like, I guess, redemption arc they were hoping for. Because she did good
but
in it.
all the other characters they brought back were, like, actually cool and people wanted back. Like, I don't know.
I liked Elektra.
Well,
I like
no
the actress.
dip you liked
I like-
Elektra. Yeah, like
You like Jennifer Gardner.
there's a difference between liking the movie
I love
and
her
liking how the
commercials,
character
too.
looked.
I just go to Capital One
Yes.
because I'm looking for Jennifer Garner.
Let's do January 15th, 2001. Wikipedia is launched.
Nice.
And falsehoods start.
See, yeah, that's what I'm. Everybody in my grades use Wikipedia now, but I was always taught as a child to never use it.
So don't always trust Wikipedia, but it's a good quick source for stuff that like they'll have some a lot of historical stuff that they'll have some good stuff on there. If you're looking for like I don't know like animals and weird things like that, it'll have reliable stuff on that front. And sidebar. Everybody knows how cheap I am. I'm universally insanely cheap. But twice now I have donated to Wikipedia.
You are
because
a
I use
good
it,
person.
Because I use it that much, and I feel they literally guilt me into it because I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I use it so damn much.
Don't they have like
so.
a pop-up at the top like, hey, by the way, you don't have to donate, but like we're gonna shut down if you don't.
Yeah, right. So so like I twice I've given them $10.
Wow. You spent $20 on Wikipedia. Are you
know.
my father?
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I got nothing.
Let's do January 15th, 1979. Some good football news. Drew Brees is born.
Yay!
Yay! Happy birthday, Drew.
And the whole of New Orleans rejoiced.
Yes, and then I think also a couple days ago was the 5-year anniversary of his last game with the Saints.
You know, and it's funny, they've been bringing him back to do some color commentary here and there.
Oh, no.
Well, so it's so funny. I was explaining to Dean last night, like Tom Brady was calling one of the games last night.
He's been doing a good job recently. Last year was like, but this year he definitely stepped it up.
He is so much better because he describes the games without talking down to you.
Yeah.
I've despised the man most of his career because, well, you know, I mean, because he would beat the pants off of the Saints when he plays for the Bucks. But
post-career, he's kind of been a likable guy.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna lie.
I mean, and he's personable. So you know,
if you ever get a chance, watch the roast of Tom Brady.
Oh yeah, no, I need to. All right, we got about a minute. Anything?
I mean, I could pull it back up if you really wanted to.
We're good. All right, so look, next week over here at Go 4 Games is Member Day. So all day long they're going to be doing a lot of fun stuff here, and then
the 29th.
The 29th I'll be here, and so then, but we'll be back again in 2 weeks on the 1st of February. February 1st, we'll be back here to do our
Monster
Squad game, and I promise we'll be more prepared to do the show. I make that promise, knowing full well that I'm lying through my teeth. Lying through my teeth.
If you can see on the Facebook feed, you can see his nose growing.
Yeah. But the 29th, Yo Joe, I'm going to be doing some stuff there. I need to get with Mutton and open up a G.I. Joe channel so people can get involved on their Discord. Because I'm using Discord now.
Discord.
I even uploaded audio to Discord. I know. I'm Future Boy now. That is me, Future Boy. All right, we need to get the heck out of here. All right, that's going to just about do it. And, so, check me out on the all-new Voodoo 1037, weeknights 7 to 10. I'll be on the air tomorrow from 7 to 10. Yep. All right, till next time, keep your nerd flag raised high.
Life is full of financial ups and downs, but with the right planning, you can weather any storm. Wealth Builders is here to help you navigate your financial journey. Join us every Sunday at 11 a.m. on News Talk 99.5.
New year, new goals. And in this economy, a better money plan is